Hello, Hail Trackers. This is Derek Klein coming to you from the Hail Palace, and excited to have some activity that we were able to finally get some action yesterday, and we've got a lot more to come today. So let's go ahead and jump right on into the forecast. First of all, I wanted to give a special thanks to the Potts Law Firm. If you guys ever have any claims that you're having, insurance is fighting you on, and you're just having trouble getting those approved, give these guys a shout because they can definitely help you out with that. That's the Potts Law Firm. They actually asked if Matthew and Bill said, hey, can you guys show them a map from yesterday? Show them what you guys did yesterday and some of those areas that were impacted. So here it is. This is kind of a zoomed out version. If you need something a little better than that, give us a shout. Our number is 855-334-4245. And we can definitely get you fixed up with a high resolution version of this map where you can zoom in and out and see all the areas that were impacted by hail. Obviously, though, we had storms from up to the east of Kansas City, all the way down towards Springdale, Arkansas, up through the Springfield, Missouri area. So quite a bit of activity yesterday, and we were able to create us a hail map, a 3-star hail map yesterday. So one of those midline hailstorms, 2-inch hail in some areas. Not all 35,000 houses though were impacted with 2-inch hail, but quarter size or larger, that's where we're going to take that 35,000 line at and run with it. So Springdale, Arkansas, Neosho, Bolivar, Missouri, any of those areas and a lot of areas in between. We do have a hail map available. If you have any questions or need anything from us, just make sure to give us a shout. We'd be more than happy to help you out with that. So taking a look though at the forecast for today, we've got a very active day. We've got a lot of moisture that's streaming up from the Gulf. We've got dry line that's punching out from the west, and we've got cold air that's coming down from the north. And so all those are going to meet right around a low pressure area that's going to develop and strengthen right around the Oklahoma City area, and that's going to set up the battleground for where we expect a potentially and more than likely a very active day across really Oklahoma for the most part, but parts of Missouri, northern Arkansas as well, and then possibly if storms can fire down around northwest Texas. Hail sizes for today, we've got a large area of quarter to golf ball size hail, and we've got a pretty large area as well where we expect up to 3-inch hail from Tulsa to Oklahoma City. And if storms can fire down here around Wichita Falls, we could have some pretty big hail in that area as well. So we'll be monitoring this area today. This is kind of the area where we expect the most. And as we kind of break down each city, this is Fayetteville, Arkansas. We've got 5 to 11 o'clock this evening is the best chance for hail. Isolated 2-inch hail. We think the bigger stuff will be off to the west, and the chance for hail about a 40%, so higher than yesterday. And potentially more significant than yesterday, and winds possibly up to 70 miles per hour. Arkansas has a pretty good opportunity at some high winds today, so that'll be a potential with the wind-driven hail. Now Tulsa, a little bit earlier, 4 to 9 p.m. Hail size is a little bit bigger because it's earlier in the afternoon. We have the peak heating, we have all the ingredients in place, so the potential for 3-inch hail is possible across Tulsa, and we've got a 60% chance of hail. So quarter size or larger, 60% chance of hail. That's a very high threat, very high opportunity for some potentially large hail in and around the Tulsa metro area. And some of that could be wind driven up to 70 miles per hour today. So it's going to be a potentially volatile afternoon across Tulsa. Same thing for Oklahoma City, a little bit earlier, 4 to 8 p.m. across the Oklahoma City metro. 3-inch hail is possible in Oklahoma City as well. These storms are going to fire just to the west of Oklahoma City. They will be moving in with their peak intensity as they do so. Chance of hail, 60% in Oklahoma City as well, and some of that could be wind-driven, 70-mile-per-hour winds possible with the wind. All these locations can't rule out a couple of tornadoes, so for those of you that live in these areas, just make sure to be weather aware. You don't need to panic. There's nothing to really worry about, but just be weather aware. There could be some activity that could have some rotation in these storms, and the potential for a few tornadoes is there. So you definitely want to be weather aware as you get through the 4 to 8 p.m. time frame in Oklahoma City. A little bit later, 4 to 9 p.m. in Tulsa. Same thing up in Fayetteville. You definitely want to watch it. Drop a little further south and west towards Wichita Falls. The hail could be big. Tennis ball size is possible in the Wichita Falls area. The chance is much lower though, only about a 20% chance. The cap or the lid in the atmosphere is pretty strong. So the storms are going to be much more isolated if they can even develop across this area. And the potential for wind is there. 70-mile-per-hour winds will be possible across Wichita Falls from 5 to 11 o'clock this afternoon and this evening. That'll be the time frame. And those of you in the Dallas metro area, didn't want to leave you guys out. Potential for some golf ball size hail, especially on the west side towards Fort Worth. Weatherford in that area. The chance of hail only about 10%, so it's a very low opportunity for hail in the Dallas area, and winds potentially up to 60 miles per hour possible much later in the Dallas area, 8 to 11 p.m. After that, we'll have a cold front that'll come crashing through and bring a lot of scattered showers and thunderstorms, maybe some small hail and some isolated high wind with those as well. And that'll be even after 11 p.m. So that's a look at your forecast for today. Make sure if you have any questions, give us a call, 855-334-4245. Also, info@hailtrace.com is a great way to email us, and follow us on the social media. We answer all the questions and respond to everybody there as well. So we hope you all have a great day. And again, we're here for you if you need anything.